B.J. Upton missed the first game with a quad problem, and Felix Hernandez set to deal. First card out is down low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Every team in the American League West lost last evening. And that's a strike. 52 degrees, they are saying, at game time, with the wind out of the west at 4 miles an hour. 1-1, strike 2 to B.J. Upton. B.J. Upton is only 1 for 13 against Felix Hernandez. And right over the top he comes and misses low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Felix, his only problem, I think, has been staying away from a big long pitch inning.
Yes,
he's had one of those almost every time out.
And typically in that inning is when he gives up a few runs, and then he seems to settle down and pitch well after that. And it's been the second inning that's been a problem for him, so hopefully he can stay away from that today.
Two and two on B.J. Upton. Inside. Full count. Carl Crawford next, and then Evan Longoria. Tampa Bay, another one of those clubs you've got to throw strikes to. They're quite patient. And strike 3 called. He got him right on the inside corner. And Upton can't believe the call of Sam Holbrook and lets him know as he walks away.
Take a look at the last pitch by Felix. Good two-seam fastball. Upton thought it was inside.
Carl Crawford also only 2 for 14 against Felix Hernandez. Takes a strike. 1-1. Carl Crawford has worked himself into being the elder statesman of this ball club. And an easy 2-hopper, throwing a strike. He did. So Jamie Burke handles that with no problem over at first base. I would think first time you're over there said, "Baby, don't throw me a 1-hopper."
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's true. But Jamie's also in the minor leagues played some third base. He actually played a little bit of third base here and there, picking some guys up at the big league level. So I'm sure if he can catch Felix behind the dish, he can catch Betancourt across the diamond.
Evan Longoria, the outstanding third baseman of the Rays, takes a little low. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Had a notion held up. I think one of the things that they say anybody can play first base. I don't really believe that, but probably the easiest position to go out and try and play. But I think the footwork would be the thing that would be.
You're right. I think the toughest one for Jamie, and hopefully it won't happen to him today, is if somebody makes a throw up the line into the runner, and the footwork you have to do to catch the ball and make the tag. Sometimes you can get too far up there and you end up running into the runner, or you can't get your glove out of the way early enough. That's a tough play for him.
2-1 pitch. Did he go? He did. 2-2.
I think as far as picking a ball goes, he should be okay at that. Shouldn't be a big issue. That's usually a hit or miss. I mean, the really good ones can pick them most of the time.
And he struck him out. So very impressive first inning for Felix Hernandez as he ends up throwing only 14 pitches. And we have started in the sunshine. Mariners coming up.
Ichiro Chavez Lopez hitting third. Beltre balancing the DH hitting fifth today. Johnson, Gutierrez, Bedcourt, and Jamie Burt, the first baseman, hitting ninth. Take a look at Shields in his last outing. 7 1/3, gave up 5 earned runs, just a couple of walks. And the defense behind him. Crawford, Upton, and Zobrist in the outfield. Across the infield, Longoria, Bartlett, Iwamura, and Pena at first. And the battery today is Navarro and Shields.
So Ichiro steps in to lead it off. Shields was the winner in the only winning game that Tampa Bay had in the World Series against the Phillies. And that hard sinker is outside, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Ichiro. And a fly ball belted to deep right field. 1-0 Mariners fly away. Second pitch. And Ichiro hits it out into the lower deck in right field. A thing of beauty it was. So Ichiro has his second home run. His other one, of course, was a grand slam home run. And he also has his 6th RBI.
And James Shields has a very good changeup. Left-hand hitter's only hitting 205 off of him this year, but he's trying to work ahead. Misses with his first fastball, and you can see that one's right down the middle of the plate.
And Andy Chavez is the hitter now. A strike at the knees. And that's hit into the gap, but over closing it on the run. Man, it can really play center field, B.J. Upton. Another look at the home run. 28th time that Ichiro has led off a ball game with a home run. Lopez hit a home run last night. And strike at the knees during that home run with Beltre aboard and Cedeno aboard. Cedeno didn't know if the ball was going to go out or not. It barely got over the wall out there in left center field, and that's when Cedeno aggravated his hamstring, and it cost him the start here this afternoon. He's been originally penciled in as the second baseman and Lopez at first base.
And he came off the bench cold. I think with the ball that Lopez hit last night, it was on a line, so it was hard to tell if it was going to go out or not. And he, of course, did the right thing, running hard the whole way, and ended up aggravating his hamstring.
One and two. And a breaking ball that time. Longoria. Longoria's going to win himself some gold gloves over there at third base. I don't know how many he's going to win with Beltre in the same league.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait a little while. But I agree with you. He's a good athlete over there. Nice arm. Makes all the plays. We've already seen him make a couple of bunt plays, a barehanded play. About as good as you can do it.
Well, here's Beltre, and Mariners waiting on Beltre to get started. Hitting only 172.
And he hasn't hit a home run yet, but hopefully they come in bunches once he gets on track.
Outside. The ball and a strike. And another breaking ball that time. Another slider. He's got a good one. And sinking fastball. It's low and away. Chased the ball outside and in the dirt a little bit. He's down on strikes as Dinar Navarro picks it up, tags him, and the first inning is history. There's Ichiro. Second pitch of the ball game, depositing one into the lower deck out there, and after one, the Mariners up 1-0. You can see the wind, they're saying 4 miles an hour, kind of blowing a little bit out toward right field. Here's Pat Burrell. Swinging a foul back. The book says to keep the ball right in on the hands of Burrell. Don't let him get his arms extended. Don't have it out over the plate. He'll go out and get an outside pitch and hook it. And that's high over the plate. Ball one, 1-1. And that's looped down the right field line, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So he had him fooled. But it was also an off-speed pitch.
Take a look at it. Almost looked like a backup slider. Burrell hits it off his hands, jams him pretty good. You can see it's left inside. Doesn't break as much as Felix wanted it to, and he ends up fighting it off into right field for a base hit.
Ben Zobrist, the hitter, Rays last night with 15 hits. They scored in the first 6 innings. There's a strike to Zobrist. Only one man in the lineup. Navarro did not have a hit. It was by far the Mariners' roughest game of the 15 that they have played so far. It was Chris Jakubowski's second start, and he just couldn't keep the ball down. Changed that time. 0-2. One game completed this afternoon in the American League. Cleveland knocked off Kansas City, beat Gil Nash 5-2 at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. And off the glove of Burke, and Jamie is thrown to first, throws it away, but it's backed up. So Jamie Burke had headed to third, the runner down there, Pat Burrell, and he'll make it. So wouldn't you know it, the first ball hit to Burke, and it was a fairly routine ball. He just couldn't do anything with it.
It's a little bit of a backhand to Jamie. Goes over, gets over there in pretty good shape, and then hits, looks like maybe off the side of his glove. And then right here, Rob Johnson was over there in pretty good shape. Then kicked it away.
And they're going to give an error to Rob Johnson also. Allowing the runner to get down to third base.
And now Don Wakamatsu and trainer Rick Griffin are going to go out and take a look at Felix. That throw was behind him, and he's been dealing with that ankle, so you wonder if maybe he tweaked it a little bit trying to cover the bag at first base.
They want the right answers, too, because they want to take a chance in him being out a long, long time.
I think sometimes it can be tough with Felix. He never wants to come out of the game. He throws a couple warm-up tosses and see how he feels. Take a look at his feet. Yep, kind of stepped funny on the base.
So he's not even going to take a warm-up toss. He's going to work to Navarro here with runners at first and third. 2 errors on the play. On 1.
Well, Navarro doesn't run well. If he can get him to hit a ground ball, maybe get a double play and get out of the inning.
Although the 3-6-3 double play would not be out of the question, I think it would be mighty tough for Jamie.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah. One and two.
Watching Felix in his follow through after he throws the ball, he seems to be okay. He's not hobbling around at all, so that's good news.
Oh, that almost painted the outside corner. 2-2.
Felix looks like he certainly wanted it. Pretty good pitch.
And he got him that time with a good 2-seamer. So 2 down.
Almost handcuffed Johnson. He has so much movement on it, down and away at the last minute. You're right, Dave. That is some late movement on a fastball.
Still alive here with Burke at first base. Iwamura is a good bunter. Even with 2 down. Full swing, however, and a fly ball to left field. And Endy Chavez will go over and make the catch. So despite 2 errors on 1 play, Felix Hernandez is up to it. And the Rays have to put up a 0, and it's 1-0 Mariners. Will lead it off as we go to the second inning of play, and Vladimir Guerrero will probably see over the weekend, but he certainly won't be playing as he's on the disabled list for the Angels with that torn pectoral muscle, and he's going to be out for a month or so. The Angels they got 7 guys on the deal, Mike.
Well, I mean, that's what's going to make it interesting going down there. Typically, you go out on the road, it's difficult, especially going into Anaheim, but this might be a time where they need to take advantage of that.
Angels have lost 6 of their last 8. Three balls, no strikes on Valentin. And they play tonight. The Angels play tonight. Play the Tigers tonight. 3-1. That ball club right now, the Red Sox, they've won 7 in a row. Mr. Barrett throws him out. You attend the Mariners game in style with the Safeguard Field Suite. Entertain your family, your friends, your clients while enjoying great food and drinks. You can purchase suites on a single game basis. A limited number of suites are still available for the opening homestand. Well, they're not either, because this is the last day of the opening homestand. And down low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes, but we'll be back next week. You can call 206-346-4001 to lock up your suite. One. Not
a bad idea by Johnson, trying to drop down a bump. Longoria was playing back. Rob runs well. Got a little better pitch to handle. He might have been able to get a bunt base hit. One and
2 on Rob Johnson. Evan Longoria stays with it. Appears to me that Carlos Pena makes that leap even when he doesn't have to. A lot of occasions over there at first base.
Just making sure, stand straight up and down. You're an inch or two short, and that thing ricochets off your glove. He also was aware where the runner's at. But you're right, we've probably seen him do that, what, 3 times already in this series.
Franklin Gutierrez, the Mariners center fielder. It's amazing the Mariners where they are when they've got all of the big guys, with the exception of Chavez, hitting around 200.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at it, they've had to manufacture a lot of their runs, too. And their pitching has been so good, they haven't given up much. Defense has been solid for the most part. He's been fantastic.
Yes, he has.
Jared Washburn, 3-0, ERA 1.7.
We'll see him on Sunday afternoon against his old team, the Angels. 1-2. Off-speed pitch.
One of the few that Shields has left up in the zone. Gutierrez had a pretty good pass at that.
James Shields is out in the San Fernando Valley, Newhall, California. 2-2 now, makes his home in Clearwater. So down on strikes is Franklin Gutierrez, and a 1-2-3 Mariners story here in the second inning. The Ichiro home run leading off the ball game. Right now the difference 1-0 Mariners. Among active players with 1,249 career walks, can you name the top 2 active leaders in walks? Barry Bonds, of course, is no longer active, or he would be a slam dunk. But do you have any idea who the first 2 are? I don't. Jason Bartlett hits the ball hooking into the stands.
How about Gary Sheffield?
That's one of them. He's number 2. 2. Bartlett's been red hot with the bat, but he also doesn't have a hit in his career on Felix Hernandez in 8 tries. And an ocean. The Rays, who came into the series manufacturing most of their runs, more than half of their runs, via the home run, have not had a home run in the series so far. And that's down low and outside.
Nothing. Nobody else can't come up with anybody.
No, I'm thinking it has to be somebody who's been around for a while.
About Jim Thome.
Yeah, there he is, right there. Good. That's good. We'll see Thome next week. A swing and a miss, and Bartlett is strikeout victim number 4. Thome Sheffield Jr.
It's going to get tough. As you see the shadows starting to get towards home plate. Another inning or two, it's going to be difficult. That's just tremendous movement. Really ran in on him. How about that, Dave? I helped you out twice on the trivia
great,
in 1
man.
week.
In
1 week.
That's fabulous.
It's a record for me.
Thome, of course, well over 500 home runs now. Not too far from 600. He's got about 540 something, didn't he?
I believe.
That's a park, U.S. Cellular Field, that gives up a lot of home runs.
Ball jumps out of there. Wind usually blows out. Seems like it really carries to right field there.
Held up. 3-1 on BJ. The White Sox, Tigers, and until today, Kansas City, they lost, so they're no longer in a tie for the Central Division lead. Adrian Beltre, right on the money. Over to Jamie Burke. So 2 down. You can receive a commemorative Ken Griffey Jr. 4-poster set with your Nike purchase of $25 or more. Mariners team stores have the best selection of Griffey merchandise, including jerseys, t-shirts, and more. Available at all 5 locations while supplies last. Mr. Crawford takes down low and outside. Hit a ground ball to shortstop.
Foul ball from Crawford went right over the head of Longoria, who was on deck.
Slowly hit, and they'll have to hurry his throw, and he throws wildly to Betancourt, and the ball will be retrieved down there by Rob Johnson, and that'll be an error. And already the Mariners have committed 3 errors in 2 2/3 innings.
Well, I don't think you can blame Jamie for that one. That ball was wild. Jamie tried to dive for it. Take a look at it. It's not hit very hard. Betancourt knows with Crawford's speed he has to hurry. Rushes the throw. Just out of Jamie's reach.
They're going to give Crawford an infield hit. And an error on Uni, allowing the runner to go to second base and the wild throw. Evan Longoria takes inside, but a good throw gets him. There's Russell Branyan. After taking batting practice, just could not get back out there.
Well, hopefully he'll be available tomorrow in Anaheim.
1 strike to count. Jeff Clement and Mike Carp both have started to hit the ball down at AAA, down at Tacoma. I think the Clements are expecting, if it hasn't already happened, their first child.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations to them.
Absolutely. See the shuttle now out in front of the plate. Two and one. Garner's 3 errors already, more than they've committed in any game so far this young season. And a high strike at the letters, 2-2.
Good breaking ball by Felix, right at the top of the strike zone.
Wants to have Johnson come out. Make sure about this 2-2 pitch. And it chased one outside in the dirt, and a good job by Rob Johnson. 5 strikeouts for Felix Hernandez, and again, the error doesn't hurt. Still 1-0. Jamie Burke and Ichiro will be the 3 for James Fields here in the 3rd inning. Shields a little low with that delivery. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. The lights are on, but they won't take effect for most of the game unless we get a cloud cover. And right now we don't have a cloud cover. It is absolutely glorious. 2-1. Ichiro hitting .308. Not Ichiro, but Betancourt. And that pitch is hit in the air into deep right center field and on the run. That young man can really cover a lot of ground out there. B.J. Upton one-hands the ball. So 1 down. Let's give you the answer to our Aflac trivia question, Junior. With 1,249 walks, who are the two ahead of him? Active players. Mike was right. Number 1, the big man from Peoria, Illinois, Jim Thome. The White Sox, 1,557 walks, and Gary Sheffield with 1,439. Strike on the inside corner to Jamie Burke. First baseman, Jamie Burke.
Junior will probably be number 1 on that list. He didn't miss so much time with Cincinnati. Don't you think?
Yes. Probably be number 1 on the home run list. We hadn't missed so much time. Interesting. Up against that light blue sky and leaning with it out there is Iwamura to make the catch. So that is 8 in a row retired since Ichiro, stepping up to the plate, hit the home run, leading off the bottom of the first. Visit the official online shop of the Mariners at mariners.com. You can browse the largest selection of authentic team gear, including clubhouse caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles. Get your gear at mariners.com shop. On 1. Good sinker. Change at that. 1-2. Backhanded by Bartlett, and he throws him out. So here in the third, it's 9 in a row retired by Shields. Nothing doing after 3, 1-0 Mariners.
And tell you what, a little worrisome there to see him have to deal with a possible ankle problem on a couple of plays that we've seen here in the early going.
Well, something that's bothering him after his first start of the year, but he seems to be pretty good right now. And overall, his movement on his fastball has been tremendous. So I think if he can stay with that and get some ground balls and get his pitch count back in order, he's up to 49, a little bit high for him right now. A couple of errors have cost him some pitches, but a couple of quick innings, he'll be right back at it.
Dave Sims joining in with Mike Flowers. We got Pena, Burrell, and Zobrist here in the Tampa Bay fourth. Shadows becoming an issue for the hitters right now, right to Berkey. And pitch one out. Never fails. New guy in. First time he's played first base as a pro. Ball finding him. Hey, young man, let's see what you have to offer today. Felix still limping around a little bit. Just joining us, there was a couple of plays. There's a 2-error play in the second inning. Here's Felix getting over. He'll just soon not have to do that more than 1 or 2 more times today. Originally tweaked that ankle going back to the opener at Minnesota. That was scary.
Yeah, and with the way he's going today, if the Rays, you hope they didn't notice it going over there to cover on that, because you can bet they have enough guys that can run there to drop down some bunts and make him do it a few more times.
Oh, and a strike to Pat Burrell. Had a pleasure talking to Pat on the radio pregame show. Spent a lot of years in Philly. First year with Tampa Bay. I asked him about that championship parade they had. He said, I got to ride with the Clydesdales. I said, oh, with the beverage boys, huh? He said it was really good. Never seen so many people in one spot. He said I didn't see any concrete all day. There's that many people in Philly last November.
It's pretty neat that Joe Madden and the Rays let him go pick up his ring in Philadelphia when they were given out.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Goes down, gets his ring, and then is able to fly back to Boston. Two and two to Burrell. Up high. Burrell is an All-American at the University of Miami. And he's earned a walk. That's been on twice now. Base hit. Now the walk. First walk issued by Felix Hernandez today. He struck out 5. We'll bring up Ben Zobrist. Mariners 1-0 on Ichiro's leadoff homer. Fouled it off his foot. I got one, something that jumped out at me when I was on radio talking with Rick Riz and Kevin Crimmins, watching Endy Chavez in left field. He made a catch earlier in the game going towards the foul line, sort of like what he did yesterday or last night. I said, it reminds me of Sandy Amorose, 55 Dodgers, doubling up Gil McDougall on first base. You go back and I wasn't there at the time, wasn't doing the game. I was only 2 years old. But if you look at those World Series highlights, same body type, left-handed thrower, reaches up with that, with the right hand, and made the play. And he made a heck of a play last night. But it's just interesting to watch him extend the last time he made a catch out there. Throw down to first. Berkey does a good job of keeping in front.
Well, he can block a ball. We know that. Really good job of getting over there, throwing the dirt.
Showing he's been in the game. Good and dirty already.
Good play by Jamie.
Watch enough World Series highlights during Rainout Theater, you get to feel like you're at some of these World Series games. So when Endy did that, it was like, man, a deja vu here. What's going on?
We were watching some today, the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Late 70s, yeah. Dusty Baker, what a good player he was. 3-1, and now Felix back-to-back walks. He's one of the most popular athletes in Seattle sports history, and this Friday, Mariners Hall of Famer Jay Buhner shares his journey in baseball in his own words. The Bone's going to reflect on his 14 years as a Mariner, his unique relationship, Ken Griffey Jr., and much, much more. In my own words, Jay Buhner, Friday at 6 p.m. right here on FSN. Connor Navarro, switch hitting catcher. Drives on a deep right center field, and going back is Gutierrez. Makes the catch, tagging is Burrell, and Lopez bobbles the relay. So Burrell's in safely at third on the tag. 2 down here in the fourth. And bring up Akinori Iwamura.
Gutierrez and Upton look quite a bit. I mean, they play center field similar, I think. They just kind of glide to the ball. They both glide, make it look easy.
Boy, they see it off the bat really well.
They get a great jump, and they both have speed. They look easy out there.
Yeah, Upton ran one down off of Betancourt. Betancourt, that thing crushed it, and it was slicing away. And you could see Upton shift into a higher gear and run it down. That one swung on and fouled back by Iwamura. Hockey flied out to left. Well, he was talking about with Indy doing his Sandy Amorose down there in left field.
Looked like on that one he had a little flip with his glove too. Maybe a little Ricky Henderson come and start slapping the leg a little bit.
Can we start talking in third person? We got something. Ricky Henderson going into the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. 2 outs, 2 on. Felix trying to get out of it. He's got Akinora 1 and 2. Akinora stung the ball to left field his first at bat. We saw him sting one down into the left field corner last night for a double and an RBI and another fly out. So got to be careful when those pitches away to Akinora. Iwamura, beg your pardon. Here's the 1-2. Shadow's enough to mess you up a little bit right now.
It's just starting to get there. Usually when he gets about halfway out to the mound, which it's just short of, is when it becomes a real problem.
You got it, and then uh-oh.
Right in front of home plate.
That's always fun.
Imagine that another 5 feet out there.
It's okay.
Tough to pick up the wrinkle in it at that point.
By all means.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Bouncing ball to Lopez. And the Mariners get out of it. So a couple of walks by Felix Hernandez. They leave 2 on. It's 1-0 Mariners. On Saturday, May 2nd. Both teams are going to wear retro uniforms. First 20,000 fans they get to take home a replica Rainier's cap. I saw them yesterday, by the way. They're gorgeous. 4 tickets. Visit Mariners.com. Here's Endy Chavez to lead it off. It'll be Chavez, Lopez, Beltre, 2-3-4 for the Mariners. Endy, the professor of bunt. Likes being in that role, leadership role in this ball club, coming over. Major offensive factor. Starting the day at 351. He's 0-2. And a line drive to center field his first time up. Shields has a terrific changeup, which you just saw there. Endy just got a piece of it.
And that's going to be a really effective pitch for him now that the shadows are about halfway to the mound. It's tough to judge the speed of the ball when it gets into the shadows. His changeup is good anyways, even if you can see it. Now it'll be even better.
Down the line, but foul. Mariners' only hit is the home run by Ichiro. 1 run on 1 hit, 3 errors today. Rays no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Here's the 0-2. Second piece. James Shields, according to his skipper, Joe Madden, fastball, cutter, curves, changeup, uses the fastball on both sides of his plate, throws a lot of strikes. A pretty good postseason, 1-0 in the division series, 0-2 in the LCS, and won a game in the World Series. Here's the 1-2. Back up the middle. That's a base hit for Endy. Good start to the 4th. Like he got fooled on that. He slapped it with one hand. Got it through the box.
I think you're right, Dave. He was definitely fooled on it. But because the pitch is up, he's able to stay with it. A little bit easier to hit it back up the middle, an off-speed pitch.
Shields had retired 9 consecutive hitters after giving up the leadoff home run by Ichiro. Here's Lopez. Rounded out the 3rd. Mariners got to start getting some guys back healthy. Brandon hopes to play this weekend in Anaheim. Hurt his back going from 1st to 2nd, just gearing down on the Lopez hit over the weekend. And he had a slide in at home. That didn't help. And then you saw the check swing last night. Sweeney, ooh, that's going to be close. Just got back. Then he saw Sweeney last night. Boy, Indy. Seriously, quick reaction.
Well, that was good timing by Shields, because a lot of times as the base runners taking their leads, they're trying to pick in and see if they can see if it's a changeup or a breaking ball, easier pitch to steal on. And about the time that a base runner would do that, Shields with quick feet throws back over there.
Good athlete, 6'4", 220. Back again, another close play. Shields 1-1 career at Safeco at 2.38 ERA. Beat the Mariners once last year. One to Lopez. Runner goes. Swung on, line drive. We're going to have a double play as Bartlett throws back to 1st. And there's 2 down. So a line drive off the bat of Lopez. Let's take a look at our fan pulse texting, brought to you by the Washington's Department of Ecology. From the season opening homestand, your favorite moment? We got the slam, the walk-off, Griffey's number 400, and Griffey's intro on opening day, 9-5-3-2-3. Breaking ball for a strike to Adrian Beltre. Struck out on a 2-2 pitch his last time up. Look for Beltre to start getting going as we get a little bit deeper, get in some warm weather. Some of the warm weather, we'll see a lot of that in Southern California when we get down there for tomorrow's opener against the Angels. And as of right now, the temperature in Chicago Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is supposed to be decent, in the mid-60s. 2-1. Count evens at 2-2 to Beltre. No homers, 6 runs batted in. Wow, how did he hit that? Like he hurt his right hand in the process.
And that was strange. Usually when you hit a ball off your foot, you start jumping around. He was looking at his hand or wrist.
So Adrian getting that wrist taped up again after BP.
Oh, it bounced up and then hit him in the hand. Once he hurt himself on the swing. Hard to tell.
2 outs. 2-2 to Beltre. Changeup got him. Third strikeout for Shields. He has been nasty. 1-0 Mariners.
I think that's the one I would go for. Junior's 400.
Natro in that game was that was his first game back after being on a DL with the bleeding ulcer. Jason Bartlett laid it off for Tampa Bay, 9-1-2 for the Rays. Bartlett struck out his first time. Felix, he's K'd 5, walked 2. One to Bartlett, who's 0 for 9 against Felix Hernandez. Felix has good numbers against 8 of the 9 men in this lineup. Really good numbers. The only run so far, Ichiro's leadoff home run on a 1-0 pitch. 28th leadoff home run for Ichiro. Ichiro will watch Lopez make the catch. Lopez got back in good shape. Regarding Ichiro's leadoff home run, wow, he's done it 6 times on the first pitch. Like today, so that's 14 on the second pitch. He's been getting them very early in the counts. B.J. Upton is going to be the hitter now. Breaking ball for a strike.
You'll see that a lot now with the shadows on the breaking balls. You see Upton flinch a little bit, getting tougher and tougher to pick up the spin.
Missed with that one. 1-1. Trying to pick up that spin. Good luck. Pours in a fastball but misses. 2-1. See the big spin, it's a curveball. Real tight spin, it's going to be the fastball. 2-2.
And when that shadow moves out another 3 feet, good luck trying to pick up either one of those.
Just if you see anything, just hit it, right? Swing at it, hack.
It just looks
Go
gray.
to work.
It looks gray coming in there. That's what, as a hitter, when you're standing here, it just looks gray. Tough to pick up any rotation at all.
That's got to throw your rhythm and timing way off.
Oh, yeah.
2-2. Went with a fastball. He did a heck of a job to get a piece of it. Jamie Burke to Felix. Quick 2 outs here in the 5th. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar. It's brought to you by Sleep Country USA. A road trip and we will go Anaheim, White Sox, come home. Flowers can take what, the laundry bag and throw it in the corner?
I think so.
Oakland, Texas for home, and then back out on the road again. Lovely. Minnesota one more time. Back up. Oh, he knocked it down with his bare hand. Oh, man. Now the question is he okay?
I was more worried about his ankle. He was still limping around after Jamie flipped him the ball when he was covering first on the previous play. And then this right here is a really nice play coming back at him. Just sticks his hand out there, see if we can see where it hits him on the fingers. Hopefully he's all right.
So Crawford has 2 infield singles. He's two for 3. Now you got to contend with Evan Longoria.
I hear people say all the time, just keep your hand out of there. It's such a difficult thing. You see the ball coming back, you just react to it. Probably by the time you would think about it, you would let it go. But as an athlete, you just try to make the play. It's so difficult.
One nothing Mariners. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Crawford's at first. He can really run. Betancourt back, making the call, makes the catch. And Felix and the Mariners are out of it. Hopefully Felix's hand is okay. 1-0 Mariners. 3:40 start. They went in, they got extra credit, and they'll stick around early tomorrow. They're going early tomorrow. James Shields giving up a run on 2 hits. Felix Hernandez, no runs on 3 hits. Valentin, Rob Johnson, and Gutierrez 5, 6, and 7 for the Mariners. Strike 1 to Valentin. Grounded out to short on a 3-1 pitch in his first at bat. We were talking before the game. You think this? You think Valentin will get a steady diet of changeups from this guy?
We all have scouting reports, and we saw that from the Angels. And
Saunders.
Yeah, and Shields has a really good changeup. We've seen him throw him a few breaking balls already too. There's another one.
Longoria clips him out. 1 down.
And the bottom line is it's up to him to make the adjustment now. You know, it's constantly what you go through as a big league player, but especially as a young player, the scouting reports, and once they find something, they'll just keep going to it until you show them that you can handle it. So he's going to see a steady diet of off-speed pitches until he's able to stay back and hit them a little bit harder.
Rob Johnson, the Mariner catcher, grounded out to Longoria. Back in the second. Scouting reports, turn on the tube, watch your video reports, and boy, it's plain as day.
And you just mentioned, I think it was the last game he played was in that Angel game, and so
Thursday.
That's the most recent video that I'm sure that Shields and the catcher Navarro were watching. Take a quick look at that.
He, let's see, K'd on a 2-2, K'd on a 3-2, bounced out on a 1-1. I'd venture to say, matter of fact, I know the 2 strikeouts would definitely change.
Yes. It's all part of the process. He's just, again, going to have to make the changeup. Sure, they'll talk to him about it, make him aware of it. I think that's the hardest thing, too, is to get yourself to get off of the fastball and look for something else. Everybody wants to hit the fastball, but sometimes you have to do that. And usually, you do it once or twice, hit hard somewhere, then you can get back to hitting that fastball that you like so much.
Ball and 2 strikes to Rob Johnson. Rob said that J.P. Howe last night was murder. He said the ball looked like it was coming out of his armpit. He hit it so well. Rob enjoying his time as a starting catcher for the Mariners, but still familiarizing himself with a whole bunch of these pitchers in the American League. Ryan Rowland-Smith eligible to come off the DL on Sunday, but looks like he's going to miss that next turn. Latest examination, fluid on the elbow. Chris Jacobauskas will get another start. 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rob. Talked with Jacobauskas before the game. He said it. Curveball was good. I couldn't throw anything over the plate. He said, just throw it down the middle. We didn't got to lose. I mean, it was that bad. He couldn't control anything. He said it looked like you were humping up. You were trying to overthrow. He said, yeah, that happened a couple of times. It happens. One of those outings.
It won't be the last time. He's been so good, and you get spoiled watching a guy that commands the strike zone the way he has, and then he has a game yesterday where he's off. It happens. You're not going to go out there every time with your best stuff or the best command of what you do. Last night he struggled with it.
A couple of mechanical things Rick Adair pointed out to me. A lot of times you hear this all from hitters and pitchers. That frame was rushing front side. So only changed his release point once or twice. Got to be a mess. Rob Johnson's earned a walk. First walk issued by Shields. 1 out base runner here in the 5th. Franklin Gutierrez. Bedard goes against Shane Lukes. Rick Bedard, look at that ERA, a 1.86 and a 2.19 batting average against. His game is on. Just the 3rd base runner for the Mariners today. Gutierrez Struck out on a 2-2 pitch. First time. Strike one. Franklin 0 for 3 last night, couple Ks. 4 for 18 on the homestand. One of many Mariners looking to get rolling with the bat. Hit the right field, backs up Zobrist. Ben's got the glasses on. He's there for the catch. 2 outs. 2 outs, runner at first, Rob Johnson. Sunday, May 3rd, Pepsi and QFC Little League Day, when the Mariners conclude their series with the A's. All kids 14 and under going to be able to step up their game just in time for the season. Pair of Mariner batting gloves. Get your tickets at mariners.com. Here's Betancourt. Lined out the center his first time. 7 for 28 on the homestand. Betancourt with this plate appearance. Entered today with 49 at bats. Yet to draw a walk. The 0-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed.
Oh, looks like Shields, his arm, right before its release point, is getting right in the shadow.
Thanks a lot for small favors, right?
Now it's just going to get tougher.
Oh, and 2. Hits it on the ground to Longoria. He'll go short way to Iwamura, and that'll do it for the Mariners. Runner stranded in the 5th. 5 in the books. It's 1-0 Mariners. Tish Walker and her grandson, our great grandson. Great is that?
Wow. Has her Mariner gear on.
Came up from Yakima. Carlos Pena, the hitter. Fouls one off, strike one. I love that. Great grandma. Carlos Pena for 2 today. He's made himself into a devastating offensive force his last couple of years. 46 and 31 home runs. You remember him? What the year he hit 27 for Detroit? I sort of don't remember him. It just seemed like I've picked him up the last couple of years.
Did he have a down year or two after that?
Yeah, he had the big 27 with Detroit.
Yeah, and then it seemed like he struggled, and then all of a sudden things just clicked for him.
Boy, you know, you watch him and he's just launching. Ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful pitch. Pena's gone. Felix strikeout number 6. Got 1 down here in the 6th. Seattle Mariners baseball on FSN is brought to you by the Washington Department of Ecology. Program your cell phone to report litterers. 1-866-LITTER-1. Littering will hurt. And by Money Tree. Visit moneytree.com for location nearest you. Money Tree. Choices are good. Talking about Pena, 31 homers last year, 46 in 07. He had 27 for Detroit in 04, then dropped off to 18, and then he spent time in the minors and was traded to Boston.
What were his averages in those years? I mean, did he really struggle and just had some pop, or I can't really remember.
Yeah, I mean, the year he had 27, he had 241 for Detroit, 235 with 18. Then he went to the minors for half of the 05, all of those 6, and came up late Boston 07. Felix being careful with Burrell. Then Tampa Bay 282, 46 and 121.
There you go.
247, 31 and 102. Three and 1 to Burrell. Burrell walked in a 3-2 pitch the last time up. Reached on an opposite field single down the line. Right before that. And he's aboard again 3 straight times. 3rd walk issued by Felix Hernandez. 3 walks against 6 strikeouts. He's given up 3 hits. Boy, the shadow now has pretty much enveloped Felix except for around the facial area, maybe where the ball's going to be coming out of that release point. Seeing these kinds of shadows remind me of running home right about now. I'd be home from grade school and watch the World Series and day baseball. That's ancient history, kids. I haven't done that in a long time.
Black and white.
Yes, glorious black and white. Well, the only shot we had, the Mariners just have to get in the West, just have to get in the World Series and host a 4:30 start in the West Coast. I can remember being home and seeing Mazeroski hitting a home run to beat the Yankees. That was a Pennsylvania team that was good enough. They beat the Yankees. Close. Home plate umpire Sam Holbrook.
Looked like it was right there, according to the tracer, right on the corner.
1 out, 1 on. 6th inning here at Safeco. Bouncing ball. Lopez scoops to Betancourt. Berkey, double play. Inning over. We go to the home 6th at Safeco. Mariners riding Ichiro's leadoff home run. 1-0. to the 8th at Philly for Milwaukee. And, oh boy, Matt Stairs, when was the last time he cheated himself on a swing? How about never? Hits the foul pole, home run. And 6-1, the final. That's our out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Matt Stairs is about, what, 5'9", about 220. And watching him take BP last year in Toronto, it sounds like a big offensive lineman hitting the sled. Every time he does every swing, man. And you know you played with him.
Yeah, I did. Matty, he definitely, he does that from the first pitch of batting practice.
Oh, he's trying to just put a NASA stamp on it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Burke to lead off. Burke Ichiro Chavez, 9-1-2 here for the Mariners in the 6th.
Seeing that earlier today, that home run, reminded me of Brian Holman when Kenny Phelps ruined his game in the 9th inning with a home run. I believe that was a pinch hit home run, too.
That was a perfect game he was trying to finish up. Wow. 1-1 to Jamie Burke. Popped out to the second baseman his first time up. Backhanded Longoria, sets, throws, and nice play. Speaking of home runs, to our Quest game recap. Second pitch, Ichiro saw from James Shields. Say goodbye. Home run number 2, RBI number 6 for Ichiro. His 28th career leadoff home run. Nothing Mariners. 1-0 to Ichiro. Shows bunt. Got that out of the way in time. 2-0. Told we may have lost some of our viewing audience, except for the lightning strike at one of our facilities. That's in Atlanta. It's vicious weather going through the southeast. Popped up. Navarro takes a look. It will not come back to him. 2-1. Of all the guys you played against, I mean, Stairs takes his hardest swing. Is there? He and Sheffield are, the two guys.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah. Sheffield probably.
Both of them boys must have some limber backs because they unload. 2-1. Changeup fouled off.
Brett Boone. Boone needs to turn it loose.
Yeah. I remember doing a game for ESPN at the Kingdom. Oh God, this is 93, 94. And saw, during that stretch when he was going really good, he flipped the bat. I mean, he just hit it so hard, you knew it was gone as soon as he touched it up. 2-2. Over his head. Base hit for Ichiro. Second hit of the day. Bring up Endy Chavez. Ichiro 2 for 3. A run on 3 hits, 3 errors for the Mariners. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Tampa Bay. Rubber match of this series. Jays blowing out the Mariners 9-3 last night. First game, Mariners won it 4-2. And he keeps it on the infield.
Look, he hit him in the leg.
Shields and Hernandez, really good job shutting down the offenses. Just the one mistake by Shields on the second pitch of the game.
Yeah, both clubs just 3 hits apiece.
Chavez 1 for 2. Hit the ball hard both times. Back to Zitra. Had a good lead. Next 3 days, we'll see Bedard, Silva, and Washburn on the mound down in Anaheim. Way outside. All right, so now the pitcher's not in, he's in the shadow with you, but your depth perception, your back depth perception, you got all that sunshine. How's that affecting?
Well, you can see the backdrop is pretty good, so that helps. And I think it's better when the pitcher and the hitter both are in the shadow. I think it's fine. It's just when you have that sunlight across there.
Popped up, upped it, took a step back, and then he found it. 2 outs here in the 6th. We'll bring up Jose Lopez. Lined into a double play back in the 4th, grounded out to 3rd. How about the home run he hit last night? Fastball. He said, "I killed it." I said, "You did." No arguing that. He hit it over to 388. Lopez 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Hits that one hard. Oh man, what a play, Longoria. Wow. Well done. Mariners have a 1-0 lead here at Safeco through 6. Take on the White Sox. Ichiro, 28th career leadoff home run. It's home run number 2 on the season at 6th RBI. He's having a good day. He's 2 for 3. Felix Hernandez here in the 7th, bottom 3rd of the Tampa Bay order. Navarro, Iwamura, and Bartlett. Navarro 0 for 2. First pitch strikes. You like that number? What's that? 18 out of 25.
Felix now in 94 pitches in the game.
He's had another ankle episode, but he seems to have weathered that quite well. Sean Kelly starting to throw. Ground ball, base hit. Navarro. Leadoff base hit. Bring up Iwamura.
So Joe Madden wants to play it. Iwamura can handle the bat. Pretty good bunter.
First time the Rays got their leadoff man on, and the bunt is in order, to be sure. Beltre creeping in at third. Strike one to Iwamura. Ball on a strike to Iwamura. Seen him hit the ball a lot to left field. Andy Chavez played him pretty much straight up left field. Gutierrez is shading a couple steps towards left as well. 1-2. Felix, who struck out 6 this afternoon, walked 3. Had 5 strikeouts in his pocket before he walked. 3 men over 3-inning stretch there. 2-2.
Nice play by Rob Johnson.
Puts Felix at pitch number 100. Felix comes in with a 2-0 record, a 4.26 ERA. Swing and a miss, and down goes Iwamura. 7th strikeout for Hernandez.
That looked like a really good changeup.
Firestone leaderboard, Felix Hernandez just took over the lead in the American League. Strikeouts. Boy, Roy Halladay off to a terrific start, 3-1. There's Jason Bartlett, 0 for 2 today. Ball 1. This weekend's a terrific, wonderful opportunity for the Mariners to continue to get more separation from the Angels.
We were talking about it earlier. The Angels have 7 guys on the DL right now. Normally you go down to Anaheim hoping for the best. They're awfully tough at home, but right now it's a situation where you really like to take advantage of that if you can. That being said, the Mariners are a little banged up themselves right now.
Said hopefully Brandon's back from the back injury. Sweeney, hopefully he'll have a quick recovery. Beltre, Lopez for 1, Burke for 2. How do you do? Another double play run up by the Mariners, and Felix Hernandez, he's enjoying that defense behind him. It's 1-0 Mariners. Dairy farmers of Washington want to remind you to get your 3 a day of dairy every day. Glad you could join us here at the ballpark this afternoon. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew. Felix Hernandez got a 4-hit shutout working. He struck out 7, walked 3. Ichiro with a home run to lead off the home first. The only run so far today. James Shields, he struck out 3 and walked 1 and had some nice defensive plays behind him. Adrian Beltre's got to lead it off. Beltre, Ballantine, and Rob Johnson.
I don't know if Felix has another inning left in him or not. Probably depends on his ankle. His pitch count is okay. He could probably go another one, but Ardsman's up in the pen getting loose. Probably see Brandon in the ninth.
Yeah. Ardsman's pitched well. Strike 1 to Beltre, who struck out twice today. That changeup, that breaking ball is really effective. It's got the same arm speed, and that thing is almost unhittable. He doesn't leave it hanging. Fly ball left field for Crawford. Beltre 0 for 3 today. Just $8 a ticket. How about this, folks? You and a group of 40 or more can experience the fun and excitement of a Mariners baseball game. Plus, your group's going to see its name in lights on the center field scoreboard. Larger groups may be eligible for an on-field photo or first pitch opportunity. For more information, call 206-346-4001 or visit mariners.com/groups today. See how Shields approaches Ballantine and vice versa here. Ballantine grounded out to short, grounded out to third. All right, he's ahead 2-0. Shields has the great changeup. What's he looking for here?
Well, I think Valentin's probably looking for a fastball. He threw him a first pitch breaking ball and then a fastball in. There's that breaking ball again. You know, it's again, you get in those counts 2-0, 3-1, 3-2 as a young hitter. You want to be aggressive on the fastball. A good veteran major league pitcher will understand that. And if he has confidence in his breaking ball and his changeup like Shields does, he'll continue to throw it.
2-1. Ripped in the left field. That's a base hit. Ballantine out of the box aggressively. Crawford up quickly with the ball. Gets it back in. Ballantine has a base hit. 1 for 3.
This looked like a hanging changeup. Ended up staying inside where Ballantine can handle it. You can see it running in on him. Just 82-mile-an-hour changeup left up in the zone.
Ballantine's aboard. His first hit of the homestand. He's now 1 for 5. Here's Rob Johnson. Bouncing ball foul past Bruce Hines. Rob Johnson grounded out to Longoria at third and walked. Shields' motion to get set to check the runner at first reminds me of Mike Usuna, recently retired. Just take that deep bend. The 1-1. I'll throw over Ballantine. Mariners on top of the American League West. The team with a winning record. Tampa Bay at the bottom of the American League East. He's on those knee bucklers. 1 and 2. Look at Texas, Angels in Oakland. Mariners by 2.5. For 1-2, runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw from his knees. Shortstop side of the bag. Valentin, a stolen base. Valentin is first of the year.
Navarro has pretty good feet. I'm not sure why he decided to throw this one from his knees. We'll take a look, maybe because of where the pitch was. Definitely had plenty of arm. Take a look at it. Well, it's a pretty good pitch.
First career stolen base for Valentin. Career stolen base number 1. Gutierrez. Runner at second, 2 outs. Big run. Big run out there. Strike 1. Shields struck out 4, walked 1. Giving up a run on 4 hits. Shields at a very workmanlike pace here. Breaking ball pounded into the ground. Longoria throws over, and that will do it for Gutierrez. And the Mariners in the 7th. We're going to see David Aardsma. He's in to protect a 1-0 lead.
With cash and prizes April 25th and 26th. More info at emeraldqueen.com.
Back here at Safeco Field, Mariners have a 1-0 lead over Tampa Bay. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew. How about Felix Hernandez today? 7 innings, shutout baseball.
He was really good today. Nice two-seam fastball, good changeup at times. But his two-seamer was really working for him. See a lot of that, a lot of guys swinging over the top. Good changeup right there, nice.
Felix Hernandez today with 7 Ks. He walked 3. There's the line. 7 innings of 4 hit shutout baseball. 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 104 pitches. So his ERA goes down to 2.12. 3.12 from 4.26. David Aardsma is the new pitcher, and he faces the top of the order: B.J. Upton, Carl Crawford, and Evan Longoria. Swing and a miss. Typical of Aardsma. Many of the guys in the bullpen, they just come out pumping heat.
Well, he has a good fastball, a lot of confidence in it, and you're right. Especially he and Aardsma both. put a wrinkle in it every now and then, but for the most part, it's a lot of fastballs.
And say goodbye to B.J. Upton on 3 pitches.
Just 3 fastballs in a row. Upton behind every one of them.
Subtle, he's not. He's coming right at you. Carl Crawford, 2 infield hits, 2 for 3. Crawford was huge last night. 4-hit night, drove in a run, scored 3 times. 1-1. Check, he couldn't do it. Sam Holbrook said you did go. 1-2. Two to Crawford. Weak swing, punches him out. 2 down. Well, that pitch was really dying down, and he was helpless.
Well, you're right. If you notice, Rob Johnson, take a look at it, who just went out to go talk to Arzman with a good run on his fastball right there. Immediately took his glove off, started moving his thumb around. That one got him pretty good, I think. Find himself a little bit of time. See Rob holding his glove in his throwing hand, shaking his glove hand a little bit. You don't get your glove turned over in time, it'll get you right on the thumbs, and that hurts.
Here's Longoria, 0 for 3, couple strikeouts. Good rep that the Mariner bullpen's developing. Boys are coming out pumping gas. Let's go. Breaking ball, weak pop up. Lopez back. He's got it. Snow cone, but he catches it nonetheless. Arzma, very effective 1-2-3 inning. 9 pitches here in the top of the 8th. 1-0 Mariners. Chilly side, nonetheless gorgeous. 1-0 Mariners. Ichiro leadoff home run. Second pitch you saw from James Shields. And that's where we are right now. Opening of the series in Anaheim. First visit Comcast pitching matchup. Eric Bedard against Shane Lukes. 7:05 start time. tomorrow. It'll be Betancourt, Burke, and Ichiro here in the 8th inning against James Shields. Shields has given up a run on 4 hits. Fly ball left field for Crawford. 1 out. One out here in the 8th. Grant Balfour, the right-hander, and Brian Schultz, a left-hander, warming up for the Rays. Brandon Morrow's getting ready for some lockdown time. Pitch number 100 from James Shields is a strike to Jamie Burke, who's 0 for 2. Burke pressed into service. Brandon's back wasn't ready, and Sweeney couldn't go after him. Suffering a spasm in his upper back last night. Jamie got a first baseman's glove? Better find one.
I'm sure he said yes right away.
Oh, yeah. Bouncing ball to Longoria. Handcuffed him. Gets through. It'll be an E5 on Longoria. So Burke is on board, and that's just the second error for Longoria this season. Take a look at our Coors Light freeze cam. Take you back to the beginning of the game. The second pitch that Ichiro saw. Oh, he turned on that. Beautiful. Boy, got the hips open. Just drove it through. Weight transfer was good. And he got it out of here for his second home run, his 6th RBI. The Mariners have been holding on to that lead ever since. That's our Coors Light freeze can. Well, James Shields is done after 102 pitches. That E5 with 1 out here in the 8th prompted Joe Madden to go to his bullpen, and it'll be Brian Schultz. Is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Jamie Burke's at first by way of an E5 on Longoria. Here's Ichiro. Looks at a strike from Brian Schultz. Ichiro 3 for 6 career against Schultz. There's a ball. Glad to be back on the air for many of our viewers down in Atlanta. There was a lightning strike on our satellite dish, the uplink, and the satellite dish lost to the lightning bolt. So now we're back. It's a live action for many of you. Glad to have you back. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew. 2-1 to Ichiro with Jamie Burke at first. You're with us at the beginning. They haven't missed too much offense, that's for sure. Ichiro, second pitch of the game, hit it out. And since then, Felix Hernandez, he went 7 innings, a 4-hit shutout ball, walking 3, striking out 7. Big hack. 2-2. Schaus comes set, the 2-2 to Ichiro. Right back to Schaus. Bartlett, Pena, safe at first is Ichiro. Ichiro scooting down the line, beats the relay throw from Bartlett.
And typically the only way you're going to double him up is he hits it hard, and it was just a little easy comebacker to the pitcher. See Jamie Burke doing a nice job trying to break it up.
So Ichiro at first for Endy Chavez. Schaus puts a bunch of wrinkles in it, doesn't he?
Side armor, tough on lefties. They have Balfour up in their bullpen. I'm sure if Chavez finds a way to get on, they'll bring him up. They'll bring him in to face Lopez, Beltre, a couple right-handed hitters.
0-1. Wave through that one. 0-2. 75 miles an hour on that breaking ball. To Chavez. Couldn't entice him. Ball 2 strikes. Indy 1 for 3 today. Ichiro's back. Like the sun has only rays for Brian Schaus, bathed in that sunlight. His arms coming out. Here's Ichiro, and it'll be no throw. Ichiro's in safely with a stolen base. So again, I'd like to welcome those of you back to live action. We had took a major hit in our satellite relay station down in Atlanta. Lightning bolt hit it, knocked it out of commission. Glad to have you back. We're going to re-air the entire game after Mariners Live.
That's a good pitch to hit for Chavez. Schaus let that one up and out over the plate. An easy steal for Ichiro. Once there was a big breaking slider that was away, and Navarro had to reach out for it. He had no chance to gather himself and make a throw to second.
2-2 with Ichiro at second. Tampa Bay outfield straight away and not deep. Two and 2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Schaus. Ichiro's left at second base. To the 9th we go. The lockdown portion of our show will be starring Brandon Morrow. Access coming your way, latest edition. Going to sit down with first-year Mariner Andy Chavez. Shares his thoughts on the team's fast start, plus a look back at the World Baseball Classic and the impact it had on the Mariner players involved. Mariners All Access tonight at 10 on FSN and FSN HD. It's lockdown time. Brandon Morrow's on. 1-0 lead since that blown save back in Game 2 on April 7th in Minnesota. Mike, his numbers have been fabulous.
And why are they that good? 26 pitches he's thrown, 23 of them for strikes in his last couple outings. He has been spot on with his fastball. And at times he's hit triple digits with it too. We've seen 100 miles an hour out of him on this homestand.
So he'll face Pena, Burrell, and Zobrist. Get a lefty, a righty, and a right, and a switch hitter. Here comes Pena. Pena 0 for 1 career against Brandon Morrow.
And even though Brandon throws hard, Mariners will put the shift on. Everybody swung around except for Beltre. He'll play straight up at third.
Hit on the ground to short right field. One pitch, one out. Well, that'll keep your arm strong, won't it?
Shallow right field.
Jeez. He is really on. Careful here. Another good fastball hitter and Pat Burrell. Good pitching this afternoon. Two and 0 to Burrell. Been on base 3 times. He singled and walked twice. Brandon Morrow has a beef with that one pitch there. 2-0. Mariners at 9-6. The Rays at 6-9. Bill Madden's ball club leaves here, heads to Oakland. Its next series. Rays will be back here in August, and then the Mariners' only trip to Tampa Bay is a 2-gamer, September 22-23. 2-1 to Burrow. Three balls, 1 strike. And Zobrist, switch hitters on deck. Careful with this 3-1 pitch. Lost it 3rd straight time. Burrell has walked. Tying runs aboard. Mariners have turned 2 double plays. They'd look to get a 3rd and put this game in the book. Gabe Kapler, a really good runner. He'll come in a pinch run for Burrow. Kapler to pinch run. And Zobrist, the hitter. Pumped that in at 94.
Nothing but fastball so far.
Zobrist reached on an error by Jamie Burke, walk, and hit into a double play. The 0-1 to Zobrist. Mariners playing Zobrist, not believing he could pull Morrow. You got Gutierrez, a couple steps towards left field, big gap in right center. Kapler just in off the bench as a pinch runner. The 0-1 is Zobrist. And a strike. 0-2. Morrow, the third Mariner pitcher today. Felix Hernandez, 7 innings, a 4-hit shutout ball. Hardsma came in, did his job, and at the 8th inning, striking out 2. 0-2 off of Johnson's glove. So now Kapler is 90 feet closer. Wild pitch. And the count is 1-2 to Ben Zobrist.
Now you take a look at Brandon. He throws this pitch up out of the zone, 98 miles an hour, and Rob just couldn't get his glove up in time to stop it. His best fastball so far, 98.
Kapler 90 feet closer at second base now. 1-2, 1 out. Zobrist gets time. Here's the scoring. The 1-2 to Ben Zobrist. Paint job didn't work. 2-2. Troy Percival, veteran right-handers, up and throwing, and Dan Wheeler and Kepler. Veteran guys have been through the wars, getting ready for Tampa Bay. Hopefully we will not see them until their next trip in August. 2 balls, 2 strikes with a runner at second. 1-0 Mariners. The pitch. Up high, 3-2. Morrow got a quick out from Pena. Walked Burrow. On 5 pitches, and now 3-2 to Zobrist. Here we go. Popped up, playable. Betancourt going back, says he's got it. He does. 2 outs.
So difficult with Brandon throwing 97, 98 miles an hour. That last pitch up in the zone. It's just tough to do anything with that as a hitter. You know he's throwing the fastball. Take a look at Betancourt going back.
Glad he hit the 2 hands on there.
And that's why you put him there.
Deanna Navarro, switch hitting catcher for the Rays. 1 for 3. Got a base hit to right. His last time up, that led off the 7th. Morrow trying to get him right here and get a win. And the series against the AL defending champion Rays. First pitch. Fouled off. $17,639 here at Safeco. Train engineer adding to the atmosphere here at Safeco. Morrow, a long look. The 0-1 to Navarro. Up high. Ball in the strike. Morrow's getting set. Navarro out of Caracas, Venezuela. A 1-1 with 2 outs, runner at second. The pitch. Fouled back, 1-2.
Navarro not taking much of a swing up there. Looks like he's almost just punching at it. Shorten his swing up a little bit, just trying to put the ball in play.
Gutierrez shading him towards left center. Navarro hitting a .192 coming into this at bat. Morrow ready. The 1-2 to Navarro. Ball 2-2-2.
98 miles an hour, according to the tracer, just off the plate away.
A run on 4 hits, 3 errors for the Mariners. No runs, 4 hits, an error for the Rays. Long look by Morrow, getting the sign from Rob Johnson. 2-2 to Navarro. The pitch. Down low, full count.
First off-speed pitch by Morrow. Looked like a split.
Moore is on deck. Kapler's the base runner. He's at second. Pinch running for Pat Burrell, who walked. He was wild pitched to second base. Morrow, 3-2 to Navarro. Time is called. Make sure everybody knows what everybody is doing. Morrow takes a look. The 3-2 pitch to Navarro in this 1-0 game. Swung on and missed. He struck him out, but he dropped it. Got a piece of it. A foul tip could not be held by Rob Johnson. Just got a piece of it.
Right off the end of his glove. Good fastball by Morrow.
So we'll do it again. 9th inning. Can't beat the suspense. Tying runs at second. 3-2 to Navarro. The pitch from Morrow. Fouled off. Well, he is working the box there.
Yeah, he's doing what most closers do, everything away late in the game, trying to protect the lead. Typically, most of the pitches will be away from the hitter.
Don Wakamatsu trying to get his 10th win of the season. It's a heck of a battle. Morrow against Navarro. I'll go through the sequence one more time. Eighth pitch coming up. Morrow's set. The 3-2 to Navarro. Popped out of play again. Really good battle. Fans on their feet here at the ballpark. Both dugouts, everybody up on the front step and the rail. Morrow ready to work. Here we go. 3-2 to Navarro. Fly ball center field. Gutierrez is there. He's got it. The Mariners win it 1-0. Their second 1-0 win of the season. Felix Hernandez gets the W. He's 3-0. Brandon Morrow gets the save, and Ichiro's home run stands up. Second pitch that he saw. Ichiro